All right, Shalom, Shalom. This is Oracle Reuben coming out of Lion's Den of Yasharala Camp. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakah, Kwadash Ma'amath. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Also to my elders as well down here in the Lion's Den of Yasharala Camp, Hara 1. Salutations to all the Akin around the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth of sincerity. Today I have a lesson, Lord willing, is edifying to the hopefully elect out there. Excuse me, and also the women and children that believe in sincerity as well, man. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight into it. Actually, Salakia, one more. All right, Salakia, I had to pull up a little video real quick. But basically, man, the times that we're in, the times that we're always in, as we're down here being messengers of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Hey, we supposed to stay within the reins of what the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai told us to stay in. We don't supposed to go out of his everything within his jurisdiction, but we don't supposed to go out of his lane of righteousness, if you will, man. All right, trying to do what we think is right, or whatever the case we may seem, or what we think is seem to be okay, man. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to grab this video. As you see, it says Black Panthers on their way to search for missing black trucker and confront racist white man. All right, so I'm going to just play the video real quick. Now, boom, right there. Do I have a... Yeah, I got a pointer. Right here. As we see, that's not, hey, the Black Panthers, man. Who is that? That's ISUPK. You know, so the Israelite school of some shit. But yeah, man, hey, but that's them right there, man. You know, so that's why we have to do the things that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai commanded us to do, and not get out here and do what the fuck we feel like is right, man. As scripture say, there's a way that seems right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. So getting out here building up these air quotations militias, man. All right, this is not what the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai commanded us, you know. So therefore, what did he command us to do? Matter of fact, all right, it says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So, hey, man, we're supposed to have the fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and keep his law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, man. Getting out here feeding the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai sheep, exalting the Lord, holding up that banner, exalting the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and spreading his truth around on the unicorn around the four corners, man. That's what we ought to be doing, but not out here doing this shit. You know? Like, what are they getting ready for? What are they doing, man? That's just a whole bunch of fucking testosterone in one area concentrated, and that's what got them hyped up like that. Demons too as well, man. You know. So with that being said, this is Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation. So the Lord is going to do this according to his anger. All right, what we have, or what we think, or what we feel towards the enemy is nothing compared to what the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has in store for him, man. So therefore, that's one of the reasons why we ought to wait for the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to rise up against the prey, man. You know, going out here, getting weapons and doing this, doing that, that's not our way, man. That's Esau's way. Esau's blessing is the sword. What is our blessing? Our blessing is having the true and one and only power, man. And that's the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is our weapon. He's going to give us the ultimate increase that any other weapon won't be able to stand a chance against us. That's why scripture says, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, man. And you got to fully wholeheartedly believe that. All right. If the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is on my side, whom shall I fear? What shall I fear, man? Nothing can bring us down, man. All right. Why? Because we're protected by the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Ratazar, we're part of that number when that day is revealed, man. Who are the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is chosen. All right, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to lift up that standard, and hey, the world is going to know who the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai chosen is, man. One second, 1 second. Let's do not disturb. So so that's why we need to order to. That's why we ought to continue in the things that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai commanded us to do. All right, keeping the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai word. So when that hour of temptation comes around, all right, because we kept His word, He's going to keep us from the hour of temptation. He's going to protect us, guard us from that, man. All right, Esau coming in, hey, like a rushing flood. All right, hey, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to lift up that standard when they're going to come in and try to, hey, test you with that might be, Revelation 13-16. He calls them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, man. All right. So if you don't have that mark, you won't be able to buy or you won't be able to sell anything. Just like they said at the WEF a couple of years ago, the World Economic Forum, you won't be able to participate in society without it, as it says in scriptures, though, But comparing spiritual things with spiritual things, all right. You won't be able to participate in society without it, all right. You have to have Esau's branding, all right, and that branding is going to be that mark of the beast, that mark B, all right. So that's why we have to put our trust in the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That's why we have to show that we have faith in the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And how do we show that we have faith in the Lord? By doing the things that are pleasing to Him, by doing the things that He commanded us to do, all right, by trusting in His word, all right. Henceforth, this is Psalms chapter 44, verse 5. It says, through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us. Through the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Not through the gun, not through the sword, not through the bow, not through the knife, not through the grenade, not through the flashbang. I'm just naming shit. Why? Because people trust in these things, man. Yes, it's good to have a little protection, but the ultimate protection is the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Fully trusting, like this one song I was listening to the other day. I don't have a religion. I put my faith in my gun. Nah, that's where you shouldn't be at. Why? Because shit, hey, guess what? That gun can jam. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, He ain't go freeze up not one bit, man. Cause guess what? Hey, shit, he go rock out, man. Strive for the truth and to death, and the Lord shall fight for you. If you got the Lord fighting for you, who the fuck can beat Him? Hey, that's the number one. That's the number one seed. That's the main event. That's the head honcho, man. That's the one with all the titles. That's the one with many crowns. So who can come up against Him and take any one of those crowns? Not a one, not a soul. All right. So that's why through thee will we push down our enemies through the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Verse 6 of Psalms 44. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. But thou hast saved us from our enemies and hast put them to shame that hated us. So man. Hey, we're not going to trust in our bow. All right. Neither in our sword. All right. Why? Because they won't be able to save us, man. Hey, shit, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Hey, we can have a bow, we can have a sword, we can have a gun. Well, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai give us that increase in order to be able to wield that sword, that bow, that gun, whatever the case may be, the choice of weapon, to wield it like none other, man. But guess what? At the end of the day, that's the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai doing it, and not the sword, and not the man, but the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai giving that increase, that knowledge, that wit, in order to be able to do the magnificent things we'll be able to do within that time, in order to get away, flee, or even demolish our enemy, man. So yeah, we put our trust in the Lord, and not in our weapons, and not in ourselves, man. All right. It says, verse 8, Psalms 44, in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai we boast all the day long and praise thy name forever. Why? Salah, because, we know where the increase comes from. We know where the power comes from. We know what the power source is, who the power source is, man. And that's the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So in our time of trouble, our time of tribulation, when we're compassed about with our enemies, man, what are we going to do? Call upon the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. For whosoever call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved, man. And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee. So the righteous are going to put their trust in the name of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Why? Because we're going to call that righteous 911 hotline in order to receive that help that we need. All right. So, man, if you have the mind of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, if you're seeking after the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you're not going to be out here doing this dumb shit, marching around with guns and chanting, not even mentioning the Lord. Like shit. What's the people from Wakanda, man? Mercy, who am I? Like, bro, what is you doing out there, man? You sending the message, but you're not sending the right message, man. You're not sending the righteous message, all right? You know, we're not out here to war right now, physically, all right? We're out here to war spiritually, man. Waking up the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's sheep, spreading this truth all around the four corners of the earth, man. And that's what we ought to be doing, all right? And the reason they're doing that, all right, why? Because they don't have faith in the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai anymore, man. They never did, all right? So, you ought to be out here focused on, here we go, Sirach chapter 39, verse 1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies. That's what makes you a prophet, in order to be able to say before, all right? You say these things before they come to pass. They're not giving that warning before destruction over there at ISUPK, man. They're giving that destruction, all right, without the warning. Why? Because they are what's leading you to destruction, man. So therefore, hey, the warning is right here coming from the other brothers, man. All right, from a GMS and all those that umbrella down from them, man. You know, hey, we're telling you the truth. We're trying to let you know what's going on, but yet you feel as if Scripture says there's a way that seems right unto a man, but the end thereof is all the way of death. All right, you want to go about what you think is right, what you feel is right, instead of about what the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has said and what He has established and commanded, man. You know, so guess what? This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? You lost patience, man. You decided to take things into your own hands, all right? You decided not to listen to the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai anymore, so you decided to go do your own thing. So when shit really get to going down, what are you going to do, man? How's the Lord going to defend you? If you don't listen, shit, how can you expect to be protected, you know? All right? So with that being said, the Lord willing, this video was edifying. And once again, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Ma'amath. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Once again, also to my elders as well, down here in the Lion's Den of Yasharala Camp, Mahara 1. Salutations to all the Akim around the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth of sincerity. Hey, Shalom, man. Keep pushing. We're almost out of here. Shalom, DTA.